Very excited to hear this album by Willow. Oh, thanks. I haven't heard Anxiety, her collab album with Tyler Cole, but recently, actually, literally yesterday, I heard Willow, and I was like, wow, she is a very talented artist. What stands out is that she's able to create this punk music, but also add her own touch to it that makes her unique in so many different ways. And have you thinking like, well, dang, I mean, Jada Smith and Will Smith really created some talented kids. This album is pretty much straight to the point. I mean, 11 tracks, 26 minutes. And I'm seeing features from Travis Barker. I like the Transparent Soul song that came out as a single. I'm also seeing Tierra Wack. So let's go ahead and see what this album is about. Hit that subscribe button to join the music community. And do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, and comment on this video. Oh, and if you love Willow, comment your favorite Willow song. Let's get to it.
Master Steve, y'all.
I do enjoy Travis Barker. He is a phenomenal drummer, hands down. I just love to see him when it comes to a rock song. I feel like his drumming is always complete for any track that he's able to feature on, especially for the MGK stuff. I do love how the drums can go from a to a like more double time thing going on. Can't tell me that Travis Barker is not a good drummer, man. It's a smooth track, man. I love how the guitar solo that was in there, it wasn't doing too much. It was still like simple riffs, but again, it gives you enough to enjoy the catchy hook that's in there, but also just enjoy and bob your head to that Travis Barker drums that's in the track, which is phenomenal. I know that song was probably meant to be like a not so serious track, I guess, but I mean, just talking about the drumming, you hear Travis Barker's drumming and then you go to this drumming, which is not the best drumming in the world, and it's very vulgar. I don't really know why that is right after the first track, because the first track was just so phenomenal, and then you just have, you know, that 30-second track. It's like, why is that there? Giving me straight up like Disney Channel theme song music for a show that you watching back when you were younger type vibes. I gotta point out that she's really good at harmonizing. Her harmonization is very good in this track. It is a rock song, so you know it's not a lot, but it's just enough to really flow with the guitar that's in the track. I love the way that the engineers mixed her vocals with the production here. There's a lot of reverb in her voice, which I really do love. It allows for her vocals to just flow on top of the beat and not just sit on top of the beat. More so flow within the beat instead. Oh, this is very sonically pleasing. I love that synth that's in here. That drum just got a lot of rhythm in there. I love the whatever that is. I love that because it just makes you keep shaking your head and keep going on. And then the drums itself is just, it's hitting on a 1, 2, doing something very simple just to really let the other things that you hear in the track stand out even more. I love how big it sounded towards the end, but I do wish it was a nice or more, I guess, skillful guitar solo that's in there once it built it up. That would have just set it off. Like, you know, listening to like Paul McCartney type music and then putting one of those guitar soloists in this track would have been insane. Don't say me. I just love how Willow's music is so different compared to Jaden's music. I feel like they just have their own 2 different unique styles to doing the same as that thing. I think it'd be more similar because they are obviously brothers and sisters, but at the same time, you know, they became their own. Really do love the jigga jigga jigga. It's just very sharp with the hits. I just love this bridge here. Basically give you that chord. It just makes it stands out because the song naturally sounds more huger and more larger, but then that bridge brings you down to a more mellow tone. Step was straight. I actually did that song. That's probably my favorite song on the album so far. Next up being Transparent. So definitely unique. Didn't expect it when I first heard the song coming in to really sound as huge as it did. I love those hits. I love the harmonies that's on top of it as well. Yeah. I love how they use like a guitar in the background to give it like a nice rhythm. It's like woo! Oh, that guitar. This guitar solo is what we needed on that other track that I mentioned earlier. Phenomenal guitar solo. I love Ayla's voice. I think she has a very phenomenal voice, a very smooth voice, which is unique to just punk style. But also I don't listen to punk music, so I don't I don't know too much about her. So I'm glad that I'm able to discover her. Obviously, she's a new artist. She only has 1,000 monthly listeners. So I'm curious to check out more of her. You just gotta love a good fade out. I'm not mad with the album. I think that it's not a bad album. I thought that it was pretty well produced. Shout out to Tyler Cole, very phenomenal producer. Shout out to Travis Barker, a phenomenal drummer. I thought the instrumentation, specifically the live instrumentation, was great. I love the drums, I love the bass, I love the guitar. And it wasn't a lot of instrumentation, but at the same time it was just enough to give you that nice punk rock feel. When it came to some of the vocalism, I do think that some of the features were pretty great. Disregarding Breakout, I did like the way that every single song was mixed. Breakout, I wasn't a huge fan of the vocal effect that was on the voice here. I do think that the reverb sounded very great with her voice when she adds the harmonies throughout the song. The length of the album, I thought the length was perfect. I mean, it was literally under 30 minutes for 11 songs. I do think that some of the songs, specifically Extra, could have been a little longer, but overall I think it was still a phenomenal track regardless. And I think that doesn't take away from the album just with the longevity of it. Now comparing it to the album that I heard before, Willow, I have to give it to Willow. I think Willow is a little bit better, but this is not a bad album. I have to listen to it a little bit more and fall in love with some of the songs that, you know, I didn't like as much. So overall, I have to say it's a good album. I mean, it's pretty good. If I had to give it a rating, I'd say probably a 7 out of 10. And do I recommend it to you? Yes, I do. So go ahead and comment below how y'all felt about the album. Like this video. Subscribe to the channel to join the music community. And remember, your only limitations are those of your own mind. Stevie TV out.